Oh, we in here.
Oh, Lord. We rolling.
Oh, we had a hefty weekend there, Sam.
Yeah, we did.
I had fun.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yesterday was incredibly fun for me. I don't want that to be offensive, but
Yeah.
I got to be alone and it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to get all dolled up in a way. Well, you kind of dolled yourself up more than anything, but I got to go climb a cliff and look at things, and I got to hang out, take a cool drive in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
You were a bridesmaid.
I was.
You looked very nice.
Thank you so much.
Wow. This is the whole year in, by the way. I'm Alex. That's
I'm Sam.
We're just chopping it up. We had a good weekend. We went to your homegirl's wedding,
My cousin's wedding.
Like, it was a family affair. We saw Jer Bear. It was a good time.
We did. He was there.
How did you do? Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun. It was a lovely wedding, beautiful wedding.
Yeah, it was outside.
Nice
It's gorgeous.
scenery. It was a little chilly.
Yeah, I was a little nippy. I only had like a long sleeve shirt on, but I was dripping, dude.
I was in spaghetti straps, so it was a little bit chilly out there.
Did I look swag?
Hell yeah.
Sick. Did my fit look hard?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, that's all that matters.
He was dripped out.
Bolo
tie and all.
killing it.
And
good.
red cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Maroon. Yeah. Same thing.
The food situation was not so fun this weekend though. Well, like the wedding food was great, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the first night we had the rehearsal dinner and like it was pretty decent, little snack or whatever. But like all my food like outside of the wedding was like it was all sheets, and those motherfuckers took my fucking Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce from me. That's like the one thing I looked forward to when I went there. And I'm not from Sheets land, so I don't get that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a real tragedy for me.
I know.
And I ate there like twice, like 2 out of my like 5 meals were at Sheets, and then I had like the most horrific A&W experience on my solo excursion.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, it was tragic. But honestly, back to yesterday, I had a wonderful day because I dropped you off at like 9 a.m. and I was like, what the fuck am I going to do till 5 p.m.?
Yeah.
So I like found a cool spot in like Maryland and I drove up there, went trespassing a little bit because like I pulled up to this gate and like it was this thing called Lover's Leap. It's in Cumberland, Maryland, which was like 30 minutes from the venue. And yeah, when I drove up and like there was like a gate and it said trespassing authorized personnel only. I'm like, but why isn't it like online as like a cool lookout? Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna park Sam's car like that.
Yeah, great.
I didn't park like that. So like if you went down the hill, there was like street parking with a bunch of cars, like bunch of local cars. So I just parallel parked, locked up, and I just like it was like a half mile up, like completely like uphill, like go up the road, then zigzag back, and then like for a half mile. It was a pretty. I got like halfway, and I was already I drank a lot the night before. It's a wedding. It was a party, whatever. Yeah. So I was, doing what I do, having a good time, and yeah. So like the next morning, I'm like halfway up the hill. Like I haven't hiked in a really long time, like especially up a hill like that. So I got like halfway up there. I was like dry heaving. It was rough. And then I finally got up there, found this cool. I sent you a bunch of pictures. It was very fun. And then I went and had that tragic meal at A&W. Then I went back to the hotel. And the hotel gods blessed me. And like one of my favorite movies was on HBO. And it was Prisoners. Has Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal. The guy who played the Riddler in the new Batman with Robert Pattinson, it's a 5 out of 5 for me. Like so, like I like turned on the TV and it was like 5 minutes in. I'm like, I'm sitting my ass down.
He was
hanging out, and then like it ended like right before I had to get dressed and leave. So I was like, perfect day.
I'm so
went
glad.
Went on a hike, smoked weed, looked at trees, saw a cat. We met 2 cats at the vending venue. Oh, Sissy was awesome. Sissy rules.
Big old doggy.
Shout out to Sissy. Did you watch any other movies since we've last seen each other for the pod?
No, I have not.
Oh man, I've been watching some movies, dog.
Oh boy.
So the last thing I watched was Prisoners, and that's one of my favorite movies. And little did I know the same guy who did that did Sicario, and I got to watch that. Well, I thought I was watching this for the first time. And then, like, as I turn it on, I'm like, wait, what? Why do I remember this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when I saw it. I might have saw it in theater. I don't know.
Interesting.
But it's like a god tier movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're into like fucking crazy like cartel like crazy violence and shit. Like, but like I don't know. I don't know why I didn't remember that I watched it.
Interesting.
But that was like honestly a 5 out of 5 for me because I love shit like that. And it's by the same director, so he's on some shit.
Slaying.
He's on some shit. And there's more that he's done that I'm pretty sure I'm aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Move. I saw it's a new Netflix movie.
Okay.
It's about like a girl. She's up on a hike, quite like I was just on, like, and she's like about to jump off the cliff because like her son passed or whatever. Up there, I think he fell or whatever. And like some swift talking dude goes up there and like talks her down. Then she follows her down the hill, and then he fucking like tases her and then drugs her and then basically paralyzes her for the movie. And she's like, it's like basically her trying to escape. Decent, 3 out of stars.
I think I've seen that. Like, not
it's okay.
the movie, but I think I saw like a trailer or something.
Yeah, it's on like the top 1 on Netflix or whatever. I watched it because Sam Raimi was attached to it, and that's the guy who did like Evil Dead and the Spider-Man movie, the first ones with Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
And then I watched Woman of the Hour, which relates to what we're watching because Anna Kendrick was the star.
Slay.
And it was pretty good. 3.5. I gave it. It's about like that. Remember, you ever see the video of the the video of it's like a game, like an old like dating game show, and it's like a good looking guy with like hair like me, and he's like, he actually won, and he's happened to be a serial killer.
Okay.
So like that's like it's like about that guy leading up to Anna Kendrick is the girl on the dating show.
Okay.
Pretty decent. Like
okay.
it's just fine.
Seems fun.
It was okay. Then we saw Nora on Halloween.
We did.
How did you feel about Nora?
I liked it overall. I mean, it had some slow burns. I think there was definitely some parts that I feel didn't need to go as long as they did. Like, we were talking about it on the drive home, like, just a little bit, and like the parts where like he runs away and she's stuck in the house with
that scene lingered for like 25 minutes.
It went on for way too long.
Like basically uncut.
Literally.
But like but like Sean Baker, like I've watched like one of his other movies, I think. I might have seen more, but like he did this movie called The Florida Project, which is basically the same thing. It's just like people living their lives, and it's just real sad.
And like honestly,
but this one was a little bit like, at least there was like a fun montage of like them having fun.
Yeah, but like, you know me, and my whole gripe with watching movies is typically that like I need to stay entertained, or I'm just gonna not want to pay attention. My attention span is not
well that's
there.
rough for you because it's a movie about a hot stripper, so like we're captivated.
Yeah, exactly. And part of me feels like that's why it has the rating that it has, because people are like,
it's rough.
My god, titties and butts, you know.
I haven't seen this girl in much, but I know she was in one of the latest Scream movies that she was like the killer, and like she did okay in that, being a bitch, but like
I need to hear what she talks like normally.
Yeah,
that
accent's
insane.
Crazy.
Don't get me wrong, I kept tapping him on the leg, and I was like, he, that's me. But like the accent is insane.
Hard to abuse. Fuck off.
It was insane.
Hard New York accent. Like,
anyway,
pretty exaggerated, but like, I've heard people talk like that.
I mean, for sure, but like, it was craziness. But I don't know, overall I thought it was okay. I think I rated it a 4 just because I felt like, going off of our scale, I really wanted to give it a 3.5, but if we were going off of like, would I end up watching this again, I have no desire to watch it again right now, but like, I would watch it again down the line.
Yeah, like we discussed, like it's a really rough basis we're putting this rating scale on, because we're not critics really. I just enjoy movies, and like this is how I scale it. But like a 4 to me is like, it was really, really good, but like I could forget about this in a month. But I'm not rushing back to the theater. Like a 5 out of 5, like Prisoners, for example, I want to put it right back on and see all the shit that they were dropping for like little hints, like who's the killer, who's got the girls,
right?
Like that, like I wanted to run it back. I'm like, oh, I gotta go to a wedding though. So you got any fun things for this episode? Are you excited for this? We didn't even say what we're doing today. Technically, is it today or is it tomorrow? Tomorrow is what is it actually?
8th anniversary of the release of the original Trolls movie.
Trolls, starring Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake. Russell Brand's up in there being a little bastard. But why is Trolls so special to us?
Excuse me. I don't really know why the lore goes so deep. I think the first time we watched it, it was because we wanted to see the third one. It was in the movies at the time. And we kept seeing the poster, and I was like, honestly, like, I feel like I'm sleeping on Trolls. Like, I have a friend that, like, Trolls is her comfort movie, but I was just like, why is that her comfort movie? I've never seen it. And then I watched it, and I was like, okay, you know what? Honestly, I get it. So we wanted to see the third one. It was in theaters, and I was like, we should probably obviously see the first two. So by the time we watched the first two, the third one was no longer in theaters. But I'll forever be salty that we didn't see it in the theaters, but it's fine. But I don't know. The Trolls lore for us just goes deep. We kind of fell in love with the one character, Mr. Dinkles.
Well, I think that's why. I think it was me who brought it up, because I'm the one who's always sitting in the movies, and like they're beating Trolls over the head. And I think it's because of the trailer. I was like, yo, there's this one trailer. It's for Trolls, and like, I think it's Baby Diamond, the dude with the glasses, and he's like, "Popcorn me, Dinkles," and he goes, "Meow," and he, wait, pardon me, he goes, and he then bursts out some popcorn for the boy, and I'm like, "Yo, this dude fucking rips." Like I'm pretty sure that's probably one of because Dinkles in the trailer for the third one popping popcorn out his mouth, and I saw it a lot. So that's probably where it started.
Okay, so our Dinkle lore goes deep.
Yo, the Dinkle goes hard as shit.
He is a star.
We need respect for Dinkle. There's no respect for Dinkle. It's fucked up. It's crazy.
He is a genuine star, but they don't promote him enough.
And if they did, I think they'd sell. Like people don't really like Trolls.
I don't know why.
Well,
you know what it is? Like
I think I know. Why? Like me. I hate musicals with a burning passion. So people are going to shit on a musical no matter what.
I guess.
But it's a kid's movie.
Right.
But so that's why I think I forgive it. Like Joker, that's unforgivable.
Yeah.
Joker, a tool, whatever the fuck you want to call that.
Whatever.
I don't care. It sucked.
Yeah.
Like it looked fantastic. Shout out to whoever shot cinematically shot it. Like it looks great. It looks like a Scorsese movie, Taxi Driver. Like there's obvious influences there, but like I don't know, like something about like real people singing I can't get down with. But like
I understand.
Little troll is trying to find like
happiness and love.
Brother, this is a beautiful story. This is a beautiful story, and brother, if you can, I've said this on here, I think already. You know me by now. It takes a lot to fucking hit my little ticker, like make my heart flutter, and like if you can make me feel emotion in this world through your art, I'll respect it.
Right.
And it's like a genuine. It teaches you to like, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We're gonna drag this one out. This is a special one. This is for you.
Oh yeah.
So what do you got? What do you want to? How do you want to start this discussion?
I don't even know. We just
because I got a lot of shit. I got like a lot of shit I can just throw on you before we even get to this.
If you haven't seen Trolls, you need to see it. Like for a kids movie, it's just. Don't get me wrong, Poppy can be kind of annoying.
It's all her fault in the end, really.
Unfortunately, yes, but all of the little like cutesy little stories and meanings behind things, like it's all just it warms my little heart.
A lot of weird jokes in there though.
Oh yeah.
Lot of oh yeah.
Right there.
Oh yeah. But it's neither here nor there.
Well, here nor there. We did a whole count when we watched it last night.
Yeah, we'll get to the counter really, but
okay.
Do you want to start with something? Do you want me to start with something?
I don't know. A lot of my points are just like funsies, little
All
questions.
right. Yeah.
So.
Would you rather? I didn't know how to phrase this, so I'll frame it both ways. Would you rather yourself fight the group of the trolls, like by yourself, like as a Bergen or whatever, but like like as their enemy? Would you rather fight a bunch of trolls or like the trolls crew, or would you rather fight the Smurfs? Who do you think you fend more against? Or who do you want to back you up in the fight? Would you rather have the trolls with your back, or you want the Smurfs with your back?
I don't know.
Because to be honest, isn't it kind of hard?
It's hard, but also.
But I think I know my answer.
My trolls lore goes deep.
I don't know shit about Smurfs.
I was just gonna say my Smurf knowledge, very minimal.
But it's kind of like obviously came before trolls, and it's kind of really similar.
For sure, they're definitely just little blue guys.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of things. I'm like, what can I compare to the? I'm like, oh, the Smurfs and trolls. Like, who would you rather fight, and who would you rather have? So it's basically who's tougher? Do you think? I think personally the trolls, because Poppy's hair is strong as shit. Yeah. And they can, like, dude, the camo game's crazy with them motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. She blends right into a lot of things.
There's honestly, that's another thing that I, like, gave it big. I actually didn't rate this on Letterboxd yet, so I'll have to get there.
I think I gave it up pretty high.
I'm sure you did. But, goddamn, I'm umming a lot. I did it again. Killing it. Yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking cool little things that, like, they're like, trolls aren't really a thing. It's based off this little like troll dolls from back in the day.
Okay, now,
so like a lot of like the cool little like things that they say, like, oh, trolls can like camouflage themselves or use their hair, like they can use their hair as steps. It's like
kind of insane, and like also they're pretty tough if you think about, like, she goes through a whole journey. Like, there's like a whole sequence scene. Right, where like she's going through it, she's getting eaten by bugs and other little creatures, and then she gets tied up in spider webs. Like, she has Branch come and save her, but like she went through a lot of things, so she's a tough little cookie.
I think I'm gonna save my hot take for the end, unless you want it right now.
What?
My hot take about trolls.
Just throw it out here.
I prefer the second one.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I think
my boy Ozzy Osbourne's in it.
I mean, yeah, but like,
by law, I need to like that one. But I think like they add more lore about like strings and shit. We'll get to that. But like I just think I prefer that one.
I do not.
But as we, so this is the first one. We'll continue to do these movies, and I haven't watched it in a while. So I just watched this last night. So I'll be able to reassess. But I think I like that one better. But we'll get to there.
Yeah.
So who are you picking trolls too?
Yeah, I think I would pick the trolls too.
Okay. Hit me.
Okay. So speaking of the trolls being little nostalgic toys from like 1959 or whatever it is. So apparently when they first came out, the guy that made them, they were like, little wooden things, and they pay homage to that in the beginning of the movie when the Bergens are trying to eat them.
Which that's fun. And I didn't know they were wood until exactly right now.
Yeah.
Because mine were plastic.
Yes. So the first one was originally wooden, which is, I guess, when they're paying homage to the little wooden ones all falling out of the tree.
Yeah, that's
when
dope.
they say he was rotten, and they spit out Queen Poppy.
That's cool.
Princess Poppy at this time. Yeah, so they started as little wooden creatures, and then they became that nostalgic little plastic troll. My mom had them, my dad had them, I had them as a kid. I loved those little troll dolls and their little bellies with their hair.
Yeah,
I was obsessed.
Little beer bellies.
So the trolls lore technically has gone deep for a long time. I just didn't realize.
Oh, good heavens.
But my question to you is not so much about the movie, but just based off of a nostalgic old time toy.
Yeah, I figured this is where that was going.
Do you have an OG nostalgic favorite toy? Board game, toy, anything.
I'm a little baby, and I used to sleep with all these stuffed animals. So you know how Mike Wazowski had his little Mikey? I had one too.
Aww.
And I used to sleep with him.
Little teddy?
It literally hit like it's little Mikey from Monsters Inc.
Aww.
Like the little guy with the monster, and I don't know where he is, man. I lost him.
Aww.
Like that's my favorite toy I've ever owned. I used to sleep with it constantly.
I love that.
I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to my head because I used to sleep with it all the time.
Well, I have one of those too, which is still.
But
she's 27 and she still hangs out with her.
Yeah.
But I love my
my
stuffed
baby
animals.
blankie's somewhere in this house.
Mm-hmm. I love my stuffed animals. I will forever love my stuffed animals. That's something that, like, I don't care what you say to me, I'm never going to get rid of those. Like, that's been with me for life.
Like, I'm sure they're probably in, like, a bin at my mom's house or something. But, like, I just wish I had him. That's little Mikey, I think they called him. Like, he has, like, 4 little legs. He's brown. He's like a little teddy.
Yeah.
He's adorable. That or, like, I think it's technically my brother's, but we had, like, this little shifty-eyed gorilla holding a banana. He was just really funny. I love him.
That's funny.
I need to find him.
I also used to love, like, toy-wise, like, real nostalgic. I enjoyed my Light Bright.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
The little, put the little pegs in and then light that thing up.
Make a penis? Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's exactly what I was making on there. My rainbows and whatever else I was building on there.
Well, I used... Oh, actually, I don't know. I had G.I. Joes. I had... Well, like... this is probably where, like, my movie love started, I guess. Because me and my cousin and my brother collected Star Wars action figures. And we started watching the movie Star Wars. Like, all of them, obviously. And, like, that... Like, the first one I remember coming out is Revenge of the Sith. So, like, however old I was then, I was into that a lot. But the most thing I probably played with as a young kid, I had all these like wrestler action figures, and I would steal my sister's Bratz convertible Cadillac, and I would put Eddie Guerrero in that motherfucker. Have him come out to the matches.
Slay.
It was all I used to run deep with toys because I lived in the woods, so you gotta fucking fill your time with something.
Yeah.
And we didn't have phones back then. Not to be that fucking nerd.
No, yeah, but it's
we
true.
didn't have phones in our... Yeah, but we had to have toys, brother.
Okay, on that topic, has nothing to do with trolls, but I just thought about it. Did you have a favorite board game?
We didn't really play them much because I've told you about my
yeah.
You gotta have participants to play a board game.
Okay, yeah, that's valid.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Video games existed, so yeah. We're not gonna go there. Yeah, like we had them. We like back in the day. We tried to play Monopoly, but you never fucking finish a game of Monopoly.
I hate Monopoly. It's like it literally is a never-ending game.
Shout out to Never Ending Game. It's a good band. Yeah.
Candyland.
Yeah, I played it for sure. Twister. Not big on board. Scrabble, I guess.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, nerd shit, yeah.
We just went to a mall. I guess that was like the last time I was down here. And they have, like, by me, we don't have like an actual store. We just have like a little stand that gets popped up during like Christmas time.
Oh, the Go Calendar
But they
store?
had the Go Calendar, like a full-on store. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
They had so much going on in there. But we were there, and they have like board games and stuff because I guess this one is so big they could just fill it with whatever they want.
Yeah.
And they had playing cards version of one of my favorite childhood games, Pretty Pretty Princess.
Oh, yeah.
I was so excited. I should have bought it, but I didn't. But
It'll be there.
Pretty Princess, you needed to collect a ring, a necklace, a bracelet, earrings, the crown, and also the black ring. That game, I used to play it with my 2 neighbors who were boys, and I used to make them play Pretty Pretty Princess with me. And they can't even lie. I know they had a great time.
Right.
Being the Pretty Pretty Princess.
Of course.
We used to get so mad at each other, whoever would win. But anyway, that's my tangent with that.
Well, since we're on the topic of childhood and shit, like, did you like have a crew, like back in like your childhood, like a bike crew, like who'd you go to the park and ride your bikes with, or like a crew you'd roll around? Well, your town's like not really.
Yeah.
Well, cause like my question, like, where I was going with it was like, did you have a crew that you hung out and like you didn't realize it was the last time you're all gonna hang out together, like a childhood crew like that?
I mean, I had like in school, I would have friends that like,
well, yeah, there's that. That's a big one. School,
and like
for sure.
we didn't like really hang out so much. More so like one on one. Like one of us would hang out with each other from like the group, never so much as a group out of school. But I had my next door neighbor, and like that was like a bittersweet thing. Like we were in the same grade, and then he had a little brother, and like after school, I would always go over to his house. We would play, like when it would like when we had snow days, we would play. And then you just get to a certain age, and like for me it was like an age thing, I think. Like you don't realize. You're just like, "Oh, we're not kids anymore."
Yeah.
And like you just stop hanging out every day. And you're like, "Oh, well, that's kind of sad." And then he moved away, and like not far. He still lives in New Jersey. But I haven't seen him in probably like a year. And it's so sad. He was one of my best friends forever, and
right.
yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah, I remember hanging like there's a photo of like the last time like our crew skated like all together.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Some of them are dead, some of them are in
so
jail.
It's even more, like,
yeah, it's rough. Yeah,
special at least that you have that picture.
Yeah, I forget why this came up, but I was like thinking about it because like Trolls is childhood shit, so I'm just like, yeah, like that, like it's like I'm kind of like heck in like a new stage of growing up right now where I'm just like, fuck, I ain't a kid anymore. And I really need to like, especially like with financially and like I have like technically I'm paying for a house. I'm living in a house that I'm paying for, whatever. And like, fuck, I need to like grow up and stuff and stop being a kid. But like then you like, I don't know if this pertains to you, but like I'm weird and like I can't sit still or like my mind will race and like I don't. So like I don't know. I always got to keep myself busy and I don't know where I was going with that. Do you know?
Maybe he's just saying that you're paying for a home that you don't want to. I don't know.
Yeah, like I need to like grow up and like, cause like being paycheck to paycheck and shit's kind of rough.
It's rough.
But yeah, like growing like. There's always like different eras of your life and you're just like, oh damn, that one just ended now, or this is a new one right now.
Yeah, I feel like when I got like, I always refer to it as like my big girl job. Like when I finally got that job, I feel like that was like a shift for me. But still to this day, like I always think, like you're saying, like I always think to myself, like I still don't feel like a full blown adult.
Yeah, and like I think
we're almost to 30. We're only 27, but like we're closer to 30 than we are to like our teens. And like I sometimes think about it too, and I'm like, when am I gonna feel like a real adult? Because I don't feel like one.
For sure. It's I think that's why part of the reason I brought that up is because like I've been here like a little bit over a year. I think it's like only kind of hitting me now that I don't live at home anymore, and like that's not gonna be a like I don't know. It's just like you know, growing up's crazy, and like you don't realize like, wow, this is a new fucking start, new era. I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't know, doing shit like we did this weekend. Like I don't do that.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. This is a weird thing for me.
Well, I know it's like a weird thing too. I
being
think
adult's weird. I don't do that shit.
I don't know. I feel like
so
also,
like yesterday's shit I'm used to doing, just wandering off and fucking off, like not doing adult things.
I don't know. I think too, like in the past like month, I've been to like 3 weddings.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I just think like life events like that, like especially when
they happen more when you're older, obviously.
For sure. Like we're at that point where like my friends are getting married,
having kids,
my
and shit.
family is getting married, like my friends that I know, like some of them already have kids, like, and then I think about it and I'm like, oh my god, so and so is pregnant, and then you're like,
oh wait, we're adults.
Oh my god, they're 27 years old.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, oh, that's normal. You know?
Yeah, but I can comfortably say I don't ever want to have kids.
Oh, for sure. You and me both. We're in the same boat there.
That's what's up, gang. But not like, dude, I just, it's like, especially not right now, because like I still, like I struggle with this constantly. I want to see so much more, and like, and that's the thing about having like a fucking normal job, and like, and the thing that scares me are like motherfuckers who never see outside the fucking 3 miles they've grew up in. That is the scariest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers who don't leave their hometown. Like, how old's your daddy? I was talking to him yesterday. He's like, yeah, I've never been to Tennessee. I'm like, what? Just go do things, brother. But then you think like, oh damn, you had kids and ew. So like that's why like I wanna fucking fuck off for 2 months and play dumb shows with my band. I wanna be able to just fucking go. Jobs are dumb, but you gotta do it. Whatever.
I know you gotta do it.
Fucking stupid. Speaking of sad shit, do you have like a happy memory that you hold on to that like you put in your mind when you're feeling low? You're like, oh, things could be this good, so like you just gotta think about that. Cause I often have to.
I mean, I know I do, but I'm trying to think of like what's a reoccurring one. You wanna talk about yours while I think of what mine could be?
Well, I have a couple, but like, I don't know. I kind of this year, I kind of like had one of like the coolest things happen to like not just me, but my band. Like, I don't know. I'm sappy and corny, but like I went to a show at the. Well, I've been to many shows at the TLA, so that was a special one. But like it's a GA thing, so like, it's all standing, so like you don't exactly know where you were. But I went to like a comedy show at the Gramercy Theater like a couple years ago during the pandemic, and it was like a sold out thing, blah blah blah. And then we got to play there for 2 nights in a row, which is like be able to say that is like a fucking shitty like. I'm not like. Not fucking belittling our band, but like we're fucking a shitty little metal band from nowhere. Like we're no one from nowhere, and we got to play 2 nights at like a pretty well-known theater in New York City.
Sold out.
Close to sold out the first night, if not, but it's definitely sold out the second night. But like when I got there on the second night, and the marquee said sold out, and I like went to the top and sat in the seat that I sat in when I went to the show there, and like got like. I'm playing this sold out tonight. That's I don't know.
That's cool.
But like I have like I don't know. That's like the most recent one. Like because like I don't want to like dive into like personal like deep personal shit. But that's like the most like happy one I can like bring up of recent. To be like, oh, I'm actually proud of something we're doing right now, and like not to like I was like like talking. I've told you how like I feel about like. Oh, like the big shows, like we're finally doing something good, and like bulleting all the work I did before. Yeah. But like I don't know, like because of that room specifically, and I got to like sit in the seat I was at, and I was just like, wow, we did that shit. Did you think of one?
And
you don't have to if you don't want.
I think it's cheesy, but I think. That one
this movie's cheesy, so like that's why I'm getting because like I'm just trying to like because it's all like he has like it kind of relates to the story of the movie, like he has to like hold on to this thing that kind of hurt him, whatever.
I mean I think like lately like I've had a change. God, let me knock on wood while I'm saying that. I don't want to revert, but I had horrible luck for a really long time. Like, not great luck. And I even have a tattoo that just says good luck because, like, for the longest time I did not have good luck. But I feel like lately I have a change in that where, like, now my luck, there it is. I have, like, a better luck now. Like, we went a trip to Margaritaville. That's exciting. Like, I got invited to a secret session for Shawn Mendes. Like, that was such a special day. Like, there was literally 13 people there. Like, I heard his album before anyone else did. Like, that was an insane day. And I keep thinking back to that day, and I still feel like it's not real.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing. Well, like not to cut you off, but like I don't know shit about that world. So like I was like I've never heard it. Like I don't really. Right. But like my sister is a normie, so like so she's like, oh shit, that's crazy. I'm like, oh, is it? Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh wow, that's great for you. Proud of you.
Thanks. So I don't know. I think
so like that is weird though. Like how'd they find you? That's just weird.
No one knows. Literally through social media, none of us know. We all kept asking me like, how did this happen? They were like,
So he hand selected y'all.
That's what I like to believe, but I know that's not the case. That man doesn't touch social media anymore.
Like, brother, hit me with a backstage bash for the show I paid for, brother.
Yeah, literally. He liked us enough to hang out with us. But yeah, I don't know. That was exciting.
Well, that's a fun one to hold on to.
That's like my recent one. That's like fun.
Like as of like recent, like you said you're like having it. Like, is that because you think like you're putting something out there and like it's getting returned? Do you think? Like, do you believe in karma? Like things like that?
I think so, but like I really don't know why there's been a shift. I just feel like
maybe you're happier.
I think I'm happier. I think it's just like I try to be as positive as I can. I think that's just helpful in life in general because I don't know, if I'm angry or I'm sad or miserable, then I know that that's just how I'm going to continue my day. So I try to look at things as positive as possible.
I'm so jealous of just genuinely positive people. Mm-hmm. Like, I wish I could be like, I think I feel like I used to be, maybe, I don't know, but like, I don't know, it's hard to find
it's not easy to try to be positive.
No, I always have a positive outlook on mostly, mm-hmm. you know, at least I try, mm-hmm. But like when it goes bad, it goes real bad. Well, like, I don't know, I get like overstimulated a lot, and that I think it's like an ADD thing, mm-hmm. where like I get flustered. I'm just like,
yeah,
get it away.
Yep.
Get it away. I'm sorry for how I spoke to you when people were being too loud. There was too many noises happening. I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. Things like that. But not to. I have one more thing to go over before I want to do. I think you got a list of your top 5 DreamWorks movies, mm-hmm. since this lovely movie Trolls is a work of DreamWorks. If a Bergen were to eat you, mm-hmm. what would they feel? Because like when they eat Trolls, they feel joy. If they eat you, what would they feel? Sassy?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say that, but I was like, is that wrong if I say that about myself? Yeah.
They'd be real high if they ate me, if you look.
Oh, yeah. It's like eating edible.
They look high in general when they're singing Gorillas and shit, just like moping around. So I am a Bergen.
Yeah.
I'm the Bergen in the story.
Kinda. But you're also Branch a little bit, so.
I'm McLovin. All right. So, since this is a DreamWorks movie, and it is a very DreamWorks movie because of all the poop jokes and shit. That is a very Shrek, brother. Come on, we'll get there. But so I think we're gonna do it. You give a 5, like your number 5. Your number 5. DreamWorks movie, you give your number 5. I'll give my number 5. You get number 4.
Is this solely
animated? We'll start animated.
Okay.
So, animated DreamWorks movies, what is your number 5?
I didn't put them really. I guess they're kind of in order, but kind of not. I would say Over the Hedge. Okay.
Why?
Possums.
Respect. So there's multiple possums in these, brother.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, that's in my top 5. Overheads is my top 5. I won't tell you where, but my number 5, controversial take, Trolls. Trolls is my number 5. Oh damn, dude. She's broke. Or she's heartbroken.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, like,
okay.
Personally, like, the only reason I put it there
is... Are you counting all Trolls as one?
I'm not.
Well, the other ones wouldn't be on your list?
It's difficult because the rest of my top 5 is very, like, near and dear to my heart because of childhood. And Trolls is very new to me within the last year. Yeah. So I had to put that in this perspective. That's why it's so low.
Okay.
But... tell me your number 4.
Madagascar.
Okay. That's up there for me. Why is it your number 4, you think?
I don't know. It's fun. It's cute. I
That
get a kick out
that
of
one's kind of high for me because it's like I used to watch it a lot.
I get a kick out of King Julian.
I like to move it.
And
that was
Mort.
corny. I should never do that again.
I like Mort.
Mort rules for sure.
King Julian.
My number 4 is Wild Robot.
Really?
So the reason, like, I'm contradicting myself by saying it's because Trolls is so recent. But dude, we fell apart.
Oh yeah.
We fell apart.
Yeah, the Wild Robot is my number 3.
I fell apart in the back of your car.
Oh yeah, we watched it at a drive-in movie, and we both weeped.
With our homies too, so that's rough. That's rough.
And wait, the worst part is that the homies hopped out their whip when it was
like,
over, and they were like, "Yeah, it was alright." Meanwhile, the two of us are still wiping our tears.
Dude, like you can't give me animated animals being sad and like coming together and being adorable and like the fucking bear. I'm tearing up right now thinking about it, brother. The bear's just like
the beaver.
Like the bear's just like, I ain't fucking with y'all, so respect the man. And like, yo, dude, that was like, bravo to whoever the fuck did Wild Robot. I need to look into that. But dude. I was like I heard great things, but I fell apart.
Also, possums.
Possums go hard.
They didn't age, but
they did not age. There. That was a quirk there. What is your number 3? Oh, you said number 3.
Wild Robot is my number 3.
Respect. Yeah. Okay. All right. My number 3 was Over the Hedge because I fucking loved that. Like that. That was one of like the 7 DVDs we owned, along with Madagascar. So like, and my number 1. That's. That like we had like there like my top 3 of the DreamWorks like because I owned these and watched them so much and that like that's why I didn't put Trolls and there's a lot of honorable mentions obviously but I think we're gonna have the same number 1. No. But what's your number 2?
Shrek.
Oh, we're not gonna have the same number 1. Shrek's my number 1, brother.
Trolls is my number 1. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Come on, get it together.
Yeah, but like.
But I really do love Shrek, so it was hard for me to put
crazy.
Trolls above it.
All right, that's fair. Whatever.
I love Shrek, and I'm mad at him because I keep saying, "Can we watch Shrek? Can we watch Shrek?"
Well, okay,
and now I'm gonna put it on my damn list for when we spin the wheel.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll accept that. But like, there you go. There's another like that's a beautiful memory that I have. Like me and my homies, like we fucking flew out to Los Angeles for a photo shoot, which is a flex. Like it's like I was like, why not? Let's get. Yeah. Like, it happened to me, like, the dude who shot, like, Machine Gun Kelly's, like, popular album photo. And, like, we ran into him in Vegas. And he's like, dude, let's do a shoot. And we, like, he hit us up on, he's like, yo, we met. Let's fucking, like, fly out and we'll do a thing. I'm like, why not? It's a fucking story. Like, yeah. And we got to fly to LA and just be drunk in LA. Like, just, we went to the Rainbow, which is, like, an infamous bar on the Strip. I heard that.
Oh, my wrist.
So yeah, like we went to a bar on the Strip, the Rainbow, which is like infamous for like that's where the rockers went. That's like Lemmy's bar, like my fucking hero, Lemmy Kilmister. That's my fucking dog. He and like we sat at the Lemmy bar and Shrek was on the TV and we sat there and watched Shrek with the fucking bartender and just chopped it up and got hammered at the Rainbow and that's like a beautiful like that's like in my head is how I want to remember watching Shrek for the last time.
Which I understand, but I get mad because I want to watch Shrek.
Because it's a wonderful movie, and I understand. Put it on the list. I'll gladly watch it with you if it's on the list.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And yeah, Trolls is my number 1.
I respect that. My number 2 was Madagascar, right?
I believe so.
My number 2 is Madagascar because Alex the Lion, brother. Come on.
I get it.
Come on.
Yeah, I get it.
Come on now. A fucking legendary tale about friendship. Penguins, smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I know, there's so many memes behind that movie.
Like, legendary. Chris Rock is a zebra. Come on. The fucking David Schwimmer is the giraffe. Hilarious. Shrek is like an all-timer.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, if you didn't love Trolls so much, you would have picked it right.
Oh, 100%.
As a DreamWorks. Come on. And, yeah, Shrek's timeless. It's legendary. And I don't hate any of them as far as I know. I had never watched the Puss in Boots spinoffs.
I know.
Whatever.
We should put that on our list.
Yeah, we could dive in.
Maybe it's fun.
Maybe. So let's go live action. What's your top 5 live action DreamWorks movies?
Okay. Also, I don't think these are in order, so I need to look at my list.
Well,
Give me
I'll
your
start.
top 5.
Yeah, you start this one. My number 5 is She's Out of Your League.
Okay, it's valid.
I love that. I love that kid. I forget his name. He's in a lot of like Seth Rogen movies, and it's just like a story. And I think Martin Starr might be in this too. I don't know. It's like heavily involved with like a lot of comedians I know in that movie, and it's basically about like a story about like a fucking nerd and his girl happens to like him. He's like, dude, she's out of your league, but she fucking likes you. Gets the girl. What's up?
Slay.
I love that. It's a funny movie. What's your number 5?
I think The Help.
I've never seen it.
No, it's a good one.
I know it's
It's rough.
I guess
it's sad, but it's a good one.
But I've heard there's like a shit pie in it.
I can't think of her name at the moment because I'm blanking.
Oh, she played. She was in a horror movie. Like,
yes.
Ma, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah, she's great in a lot of things.
Actress.
I've seen her in shit, and she's great. So I'd like to watch that for this. I'm into that. Well, I'm not into slavery, but, but like I'm into like I don't know. I'm down to cry or be sad, whatever. My number 4 is Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
It's just like it's all time like. Apparently, it's like so accurate to like. I know you're not in the war shit like that, but like I watched that as a young boy, and like that's like one of like the first good movies I saw. As like you know, like I'm growing up watching Madagascar and fucking Viva La Bam and and then like that was like the first like oh damn this is heavy type movie, and it's like it's kind of good. Number 4, what's up?
Hotel for Dogs.
I think that's sad.
A little bit.
Yeah, I remember it being sad. I remember it has that kid who's like Bridge to Terabithia kid.
Yes, but I think it's on my list because the story behind. So I had the DVD.
Yeah, I've seen this a few times. Yeah,
I've had the DVD, right? And after it came out, we had it. We watched it, and my neighbor across the street used to watch his niece. I think his niece, maybe goddaughter, someone, who knows. And my mom was like, oh, do you guys want to like borrow our DVD? She would probably love this movie. Because she was like younger than I was. But like my mom was like, do you want to like borrow it? She would probably love the movie. And they were like, yeah, sure. We would love to watch it. And we were walking outside one day, I think to like, who knows, go wherever to the car. And the little girl came outside and she was like, hey, I broke your DVD. And my mom was like, oh, okay. And like, obviously, like, what do you say? This is like a child who was probably like maybe 5, who knows? And we were like, what? So my mom was like, I'm not going to say anything. And then they brought us a DVD and it was definitely a new one and not the one that we gave them. So that always just lives rent-free in my brain.
That's odd.
Yeah, it was
what
so
an
weird.
Odd story.
So it's on my list.
So like they just broke your.
Yeah, like we let them borrow it. Who knows? She was a kid. Maybe she snapped it in half. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll never let people borrow shit ever again.
Yeah, I understand.
I loan people shit. I never get it back. I think Stove still has books of mine, and I don't.
Sounds about right. Your number 3?
My number 3, Blades of Glory, brother.
Ooh.
I fucking love that movie.
Okay, it's on my list, but it's not number 3.
Well, like, bro, it's higher, right? Mm-hmm. Respect. Well, my top 2 are legendary, so, but yeah, Blades of Glory. How many movies do you think John Heater's been in? Napoleon Dynamite.
Too many.
Like I can think of like 5 or 6. Benchwarmers, Napoleon Dynamite, Blades of Glory, School for Scoundrels. I don't know many, like maybe like a couple more.
I don't know.
Because he kind of got typecast because of Napoleon. Like it's rough. It's a rough thing, but
yeah.
But I don't think he made very much from Napoleon Dynamite either, which is even
probably
worse. Not. But like I love School for Scoundrels. Honestly, that's a pretty good one. What was your number 3?
She's the Man.
It's objectively a bad movie, but
oh, for sure, 100%. But Channing Tatum?
Respect to the boy.
Who's newly single?
Recently?
We didn't talk about
Zoe
that.
Kravitz broke up with him?
No longer together.
That's crazy. Why?
I don't know. I didn't read the things. All I know is he is a single man again.
He's going to be fucking tearing that ass.
What a handsome man. We saw him in the flesh.
Yeah, we seen him from afar. Jimmy Fallon looked at me weird. We locked eyes.
On multiple occasions.
Yeah, it was odd. He was standing next to me, and we like kept locking eyes. We're like, "You gonna say something to me, bro?" We're like, "What are we doing here?"
He was a little weird.
Yeah, but that's fucked up because that he just did that pretty dark movie that she wrote and directed, and that's gonna live great. Yeah. Oh, I wonder weren't they married?
I don't think so. I think that they were just engaged, maybe.
All right.
I'm not. Yeah, because I think the article said they called off the engagement.
That's rough. Oh well.
Yeah, not a great movie, but I do enjoy it.
You rated it pretty high. You said it was like your favorite one of the year.
What?
The Blink Twice?
No, I mean, She's the Man.
Oh, okay.
Blink Twice? Yeah, no. That was one of my favorite of the year.
We're gonna get to that one in like a month
that.
or so, because like there's been some good shit this year for me, and like I'm so glad horror is doing as well as it is right now. Mm-hmm. Like there's been like like it's still oversaturated and like there's so many demon fucking stupid movies, but like that's the great thing about going to as many movies as I do, that you can kind of pinpoint what you think might actually be good, so you don't waste so much time going. Yeah,
it's fair.
But I get to see enough to where I don't know. Did you say number 3?
That was my number 3. Okay. She's the Man.
Kind of relates to my next pick, because my number 2 is I Love You, Man. Jason Segel, Paul Rudd, buddies. Come on, dude. That's one of my favorite movies in general. But like it's just about Paul Rudd's like a. Have you seen it?
I want to say yes. I'm
pretty
sure.
we've been on that How I Met Your Mother shit. So have you seen like Love You, Sarah Marshall and shit like that?
I have not. I know we need to. I think that did I put that on one of my lists last time? I don't.
Dude, we gotta put that on the list this week.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna spin a wheel at the end of this episode. It's gonna be a long one because I still got one more bit and then we're gonna talk about trolls because this is special. Lord. This is a special episode, brother.
It's true.
Special. But yeah, I Love You, Man. It's like a bromance with fucking Jason Segel and Paul Rudd. Rush heavily involved.
Okay.
Like the band Rush.
Yeah.
Like they go see him and like I forget who his girlfriend is or wife, but like you'll recognize her. It's like a cute rom-com, but also Jason, like it's about Paul Rudd. He has no real guy friends, and then he's looking for a best man for his wedding, and he's like, the movie's like a journey to find, and he meets Jason Segel. He's like, that's my fucking dog.
Slay.
It's awesome. What's your number 2?
Cat in the Hat.
Another objectively bad movie.
Well, you know that everything I like is not typically a phenomenal movie.
Well, all you like is kids' movies.
Shut up.
Am I wrong?
Mostly kids.
Not exactly wrong. But Cat, it's
it's
legendary.
Not a great movie.
Epic memes out of this movie. Respect.
I love the meme ability.
Alec Baldwin killed a person.
Yeah.
Well, Beetlejuice too, but whatever. I mean that's lit. Kill people. Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's an interesting movie. I haven't watched it in a little bit, but
I watched it. I've watched it a lot, and it made me cackle still. So I was like, it deserves to be high on the list.
The dirty hoe jokes.
Oh, they're so funny
To this day,
it's like
hilarious. I'm sure.
Kid movies are insanely filled with nonsense.
Oh yeah. Dude, yeah, like I went to that Stavros movie and they billed it as PG-13 and his nuts were out within 10 minutes of the movie.
Crazy.
And dropping fuck bombs I don't know if that was wrong, but that's crazy.
Yikes.
But
what's your number 1?
Tropic Thunder, brother.
Okay.
That is like the comedy movie for me. That shit is fucking hilarious. Have you seen it?
No. Sorry.
It's on the list, brother. Holy shit. That's crazy.
You know
dude, Robert Downey Jr. does blackface, and that wasn't the most offensive thing of this movie.
Oh, Lord.
It's Ben Stiller acting retarded as Simple Jack.
Oh, Lord.
That's the most offensive thing. Dude, we're putting it on the list. And that's the thing. No one's still, to this No one's came after Robert Downey Jr. for that because they respected it so much.
Yikes.
Because it's lore. It's like a joke in the movie. It's like a thing. It's hilarious because he's supposed to be an Australian dude in the movie. It's really funny. What is your number one?
You know what that is
dream?
My number one.
What is it?
Blades of Glory.
Really?
I love that movie. I get such a giggle out of it.
Captured the dream.
The thing is,
damn, where'd you come with the? I don't know.
I love. What is his name? The one.
Chaz Michaels.
The
John Heater.
Yes, I love him. I always find him hilarious, and I love Will Ferrell.
I identify with Chaz Michaels.
I love Will Ferrell. Like, I really do. I know he makes a lot of like.
I also
silly
love.
movies,
I also love Will Martinett. He's the bad guy with the bitch from Parks and Rec.
Yes.
Hilarious in that movie, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Chaz Michaels legend. We're gonna dance to one song only. Lady Lones by Black Eyed Peas.
I love a silly movie.
Legendary flick.
I love a silly movie.
Love it. Are you ready to be tortured?
Why?
We're gonna do some trivia.
Oh God.
We're gonna see.
This is embarrassing.
We're gonna see if you can name this fucking movie by this quote.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll start kind of easy. We can see if we can do it because this is we'll say.
These are DreamWorks movies.
These are DreamWorks quotes.
Okay.
We can stay up late, swap manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make waffles.
Shrek.
Yeah, okay. See?
Doggate.
See? Extra point because you know who said it.
Doggate.
See? All right, let's get it.
Oh Lord, that was the only one I'm gonna know.
Officer, please. It was that Verminator. He sold it to me.
Over the hedge.
Okay. Look at you. All right, let's get real.
Mm-hmm.
I can make it right. History is just going to keep repeating itself until we can make everyone realize we're all the same.
Are they only animated?
Want me to repeat it?
Yeah.
You can't look anything up.
I'm not looking it up. I'm just looking at the movies that I was talking about.
Want me to repeat it?
Yeah.
I can make it right. History's just going to repeat itself. Oh, pardon me. I can make it right. History is just going to keep repeating itself until we can make everyone realize we're all the same.
Madagascar. I don't know.
Trolls World Tour.
Really?
You missed the Trolls quote, my friend.
Sorry.
You call yourself a fucking troll.
I never said I was obsessed with the second two. I love the first one.
Well, that's why I didn't pick one from the first because we just watched it. So
I know. I had a list of quotes and I was like, why would I do that? We're watching that. And then he would know all of the answers. So yeah.
Well, you got two of them. 2 out of 3. That's a win.
Woo.
That's a win. Good for you.
I'll take it.
She won this round.
Oh, take it.
All right, let's talk about this fucking movie. We are an hour in. Let's talk about Trolls, lady.
We can't make it too long because I'm going to pee my pants over here.
All right.
Okay.
I can also pause it if you want to.
That's okay. I'll survive.
All right. Tell me about Trolls.
Oh, God.
What's the story about?
They're just happy, little loving, go-lucky, singing trolls.
Okay.
And
they're very musical.
They are very musical.
They need to hug every hour on the hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's strange.
They have a hug time alarm. They do be singing and dancing. And let me tell you something. Anna Kendrick, girl could sing.
Yeah, she got pipes. Pitch Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
She got pipes, dude. So you know
I
this.
kind of love her.
I'm a fan of her. I enjoy her.
Now.
So this movie, it starts out like with the Bergens, and they're about to feast down. Well, we kind of went over this with the troll,
right? So the
wooden trolls, which they're like bigger trolls that eat. They're like bigger Bergens, monster troll things that eat the little tiny fun singing trolls to get joy, to feel joy,
to be happy.
Yes,
they'll never feel true happiness unless they eat a troll
or pussy.
But it starts with King Gristle, who is
McLovin.
Yes, and
played
he's
by McLovin.
The child of the king Bergen, basically.
Yes.
So he wakes him up and he keeps yelling, "Daddy, wake up! Daddy, wake up!" And then he pulls his chest hair out and wakes him up.
It's Trollstice, brother.
It was Trollstice.
Well, isn't solstice like a some sort of holiday?
That's like the winter and summer solstice, which is like isn't that the summer solstice is the longest day of the year?
Oh, well, okay. So Trollstice. Okay, that's a fun play.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Trollstice is the day that they're all supposed to get to eat a troll to bring them happiness. Now, which doesn't fully make sense to me now that I'm saying it, because if you eat one once, shouldn't you just be happy? You need to renew your happiness every year by eating a troll.
So, if you think about it how I'm thinking about it, I think trolls are just MDMA. So they're happy for as long as the drugs last. So about 12 hours.
Okay. Valid.
So I think it's just heavy drug symbolism that they need to take their thing.
Like their happy pill, basically.
Yeah. And on some of the reviews that I looked up at work the other day, they're like, they're just like MDMA. They're making them happy. It's like a happy pill. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, that's valid. So then the rest of the 364 days of a year, they're miserable?
Me? Yeah.
Okay.
Relatable.
Got it. So the trolls are... They're in the king...
They're in the big troll tree or whatever?
Yeah, and then Gristle, who...
The chunky little boy.
The little baby boy. It's his first Trollstice, and he's so excited. He's going to get to eat his first troll to feel true happiness, and the chef brings him down to the troll tree. She tells the lore of the troll tree.
And she's like, I'm going to give you this fucking special one they call Princess Poppy. Name drop, introduced, but what happens?
It's
a decoy.
It's fake. It was a wooden troll, and she knocked the tree. All of the wooden trolls fall out of the tree, which we already discussed before. Lore. The original troll was carved out of wood.
And then they're running through these secret tunnels that they've been building that they decided not to leave till the 2nd of solstice, which is odd.
Correct.
And also
troll left behind.
Lying motherfucker, as you'll see in the sequels. But those tunnels looked weirdly like buttholes.
Yeah.
It looked like the stomach. Like if you look at a diagram of a system, it looks like. So that's potty joke number 1.
Yes.
Should I just I'm not gonna remember all of them. So the pee pee and poo poo joke counter was up to 13 throughout this whole movie. This hour 90-minute feature. And of a kids movie, there was at least 5 dookies taken on screen.
Lots of farts.
I believe the quote that got me was choose a hole wisely.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was odd. That was crazy.
Because one leads to certain death.
Which is the butthole.
Yeah.
Naughty. So they escape. No troll left behind. And then they go all of a quarter a mile.
And they settle into a new place.
And then
so far
for 20 years, and they kick out the chef and exile her. Why is it her fault that they escaped?
I don't know. They had to blame somebody. Someone has to be the scapegoat.
That's fair. But yeah, they go all a quarter mile away, and this hoe is looking for 20 years for these trolls, and not a sniff of
10 feet.
Not a sniff of a troll.
Until you mean to tell me that Poppy wasn't singing that loud until that day 20 years later?
Well, they made a big point of we're having the biggest, craziest party ever. It's gonna be fucking insane. The craziest,
the loudest,
the trolliest.
Yes.
Yeah, and this dumb bitch has a crazy party, and then they throw out fireworks in the shape of the dumb bitch. And fuck Poppy. She fucked everyone up. She killed all of her friends. She did that to them because she wanted to be selfish and have a crazy. That caterpillar thing there riding exploded into butterflies, so that's crazy.
Okay, well that was not a troll though.
Well, the clown died for sure.
Oh yeah,
clown troll died.
Yeah,
justice for clown troll. I want to see clown troll lore. Fucking so yeah, they escape and then they have this fucking banger of a party, and then the fucking
You gotta give it to her though. Was a sleigh party.
Yo, fucking banger for sure. Shit slapped. I would have played it. I would have turned up at it for sure.
We know that metal trolls exist.
Yeah, dude.
Rock and roll trolls.
We'll get to that on the fucking second one because that's my favorite one because there's more variety in the music. I think it's a big part why I liked it as well.
Yeah. But yeah, she throws the craziest, the loudest party ever, and the Bergen chef hears it, sees it, and finds him.
And puts him in the fanny pack.
Of
death.
Yeah, she obtains, I believe, I want to say there's like 6 of them. I'm not going to count them out right now, but I think she takes about 6 of them, puts them in her fanny pack. The rest of them hide. They have to find a new place to live now.
Staring at your parents while they sleep?
Yes. And...
Odd quote.
And basically, she decides, Poppy, that she needs to save her friends because no troll left behind. And her dad, the king, who says, no troll left behind, is a liar.
You'll find that out in 2 movies.
Yes. And he's a liar. And he was like, I'm too old. I can't go look for them anymore. So she was like, those are my friends. I need to go find them.
Which respect, but also it is your fault.
Correct.
But also, you drag poor Justin Timberlake into this.
Now, I was just going to say, enter Branch. And Branch is the anti-Bergen.
Well, actually, Branch enters before and warns him not to have this banger of a party. Because he's like, yo, Bergens are going to fucking come. Are you dumb? And then a Bergen comes.
And he was like...
And that's why he gets dragged into it.
So he has a bunker, and he has all 10 years worth of supplies down there.
Because he had an experience that you'll find out later.
Correct. So he was afraid of the Bergens, as he should be. And she comes banging on the door of his bunker. He lets her in. She says, we have been attacked by a Bergen. And he was like, I knew it. So they collect themselves. She says, cool, can you come help me? I'm going to go save them. He's like, no, you idiot. I'm not going to help you. Then she's like, cool, see ya. Just kidding. Here comes every single troll that's still living into your bunker.
To fuck up all your hard work and use all your supplies and fuck you over completely.
She said, you had 10 years worth of supplies. He's like, for
6
me.
6 months. Or
10
3
years.
But no,
but then lasting them, it would be
2 months. Like she's like,
right.
oh, I better hurry then.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I better hurry then.
2 weeks, and she's like, well, you better hurry. Let's go.
But sick burn returned. No, not sick burn returned. It's your fault, you dumb bitch.
Anyway.
Sorry, Poppy.
Anyway, she goes on her little troll adventure where she gets like eaten, choked out, spit up by all these different bugs and creatures. And then Branch comes to save the day when she gets raveled up by spiders, who are munching away, ready to eat her. He shows up, saves her. She says, I knew you were going to show up. And he was like, no, you didn't. And she said,
you were literally going to die if I didn't show up right now.
Right.
Because she would have.
Uh-huh. And he was like, okay. She said, you only showed up because I knew you weren't going to last more than 3 hug times in that bunker with everyone. So they went on their journey together.
Gorgeous. Yeah, like that was probably one of the coolest scenes of the movie is like I'm gonna get back up again song, because cool, like inspirational song. But like all the imagery, like all that fun, it reminds me of like the SpongeBob movie where they're like going through the fucking now there were men, like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that part was cool for me. I enjoyed it.
Then enter the sudden death quote about picking the right hole.
Yeah, the cloud shows up with his socks, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Yeah, it's interesting.
He has 2 moments because he says, pick a right hole, and then he also said about he starts peeing, crying, peeing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it was a PB joke, I think, because he got scared.
But he was a cloud and it just started raining, so who knows. But they pick the right hole with him because he chases them through the hole, and they take the right hole, which leads them to the Bergen tree. Well, the troll tree in the Bergenville or wherever they call it.
Yeah.
They meet Bridget. Bridget is a Bergen who her real name is Bridget, but she goes by Lady Glitter Sparkle.
She serves.
She slays. And they meet her. They knew that the trolls at this point are alive. They're still alive. They're in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
So they take... Now, Lady Glittersparkle, Bridget, is in love with Gristle.
Mm-hmm.
She wants nothing more but to love Gristle. So Poppy's like, hey, I can get you a date with Gristle if you help me save my troll friends. They go back and forth. She ends up saying, let's do it. So the trolls use their troll power, and they create a rainbow wig out of troll hair for her. And they give her a sleigh jumpsuit that the two, I don't know what their names are, Shimmer and, Chenille and something. They're the trolls that have the attached hair.
Yes. Shimmer and Shine, maybe?
No, Chenille and something.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
The attached trolls.
Yes. They make a jumpsuit for her, and she slays.
Yes.
They go on a date. She tells them everything that they should, the trolls tell her what to say to him. They have a sleigh date. He invites her to be his +1 for Trollstis.
Shit, son.
Now, enter again the chef. And she's always mean to Bridget.
Raggedy old bitch.
Always mean to Bridget. And she says, oh, okay. She'll be there. Love that. The scullery maid? Good one. They have Trollstis. Well, try to have Trollstis. And Bridget doesn't show up because she's working. She ends up saving the day. She lets the trolls go because she learned after her date that true happiness is not only gained from a troll. They together realized that they didn't need to eat a troll to feel happiness.
Legendary.
Which
also, the photo of the Crystal and the dad smiling in the back defeats the purpose of he's never had a troll, so he's smiling in the back. So clearly it's controversial. But also we missed the opening scene of the movie is Gristle riding on a tricycle, which is an homage to The Shining, which is awesome.
Yes.
Very cool. And then there was a Cinderella reference with Miss Lady Sparkles and her rollerblade.
Yes.
Fun lore.
Because they leave one rollerblade behind when she leaves.
Also, we're being disrespectful. We've talked about this for like 10 minutes and didn't mention Dinkle once.
Sorry.
We are cowards. We apologize.
Now, Mr. Dinkle.
Now we need a 10-minute Dinkle segment now because Dinkle is a magical, lovely boy. We love him so much. What is he, a caterpillar?
I would say so.
Because like when we meet Branch, we notice that there is a Dinkle wedding invitation in the background.
Yes.
That's the story we need. We need the side story.
Dinkles' wedding, and it's two worms that look
two magical
same.
Little worms.
The yellow one that he is, and the green one that was in the picture, and they both had on suits. So is Dinkle a gay icon? I think yes.
He's a gay icon, but he's also just an icon in general because all he does is fucking, and he's just goddamn legendary about it.
He really is.
And like all he does is like the weird what's his name? Like he's Biggie, but I forget his real name.
James Corden.
James Corden. Like he just like I don't know why he just carries him around. Like there's no backstory. He just carries him around. It's his pet. But he brings him everywhere. He just rolls around and just goes, and he's goddamn adorable. And he's probably the selling point of why I watched Trolls is because I thought that thing was adorable and it's weird. And
I'm trying to think of
he kind of saves the day in multiple of these fucking movies.
Yes.
And like there's no toys. There's no licensed toys for Dinkle.
No.
It's all Poppy and the dumb fucking sister no one gives a shit about. And we need justice for Dinkles, brother. Like we need respect for.
Can you imagine
put
how many
some respect
people,
on my dog, dude?
So many people would buy those items.
I told you we needed more glitter.
That's also him.
Easily the most legend, and he says, "Oh snap!" in this movie. Like he's the best part of the whole movie to me.
Phenomenal. He's the comic relief in a comedy that you need.
Yeah, like it'll just like what's happening? Oh, there it is. Okay, thank God. Jesus Christ. Holy, thank you, Dinkles.
Yeah, he's great. He plays so many
We need to put some
parts.
fucking respect on Dinkle.
Yeah.
Like, we need to, like, hit up Dream's work. Like, dude, if they do a fucking spinoff that's like a Justice, give me a short story. Like a like, you know, like how they used to do that, like in the beginning of a movie, show you a short story.
So
give me something, dude. And you're dropping little lore in the background with like gay Dinkle and like all the sexy shots with Dinkle.
Right, when they do the new picture of him, when they say, "Okay, Mr. Dinkles, it's time for your photo," and then he just says, they say smile, and he says, perfect. Then they hang the picture on the wall, and it's among a million other Dinkle pictures of him just in
like
a bathing suit.
Like a boudoir.
Yeah, he's just jazzed up. He's got a bathing suit on. He's got a
sailor hat, dude.
Yeah, so many different varieties. Like, what's going on?
We need all these adventures.
I need to know the lore behind Mr. Dinkle.
Like, I realize this is a kids movie, and they're probably not paying this much attention, but we need to know. You realize I haven't been this captivated about this whole time about talking this movie, but now we're talking about the fucking man.
I love Mr.
This
Dinkles.
is my...
He's special, boy.
That's staying on the fucking board for life, because he is legendary.
He is.
I went out of my way to find you a weird Dinkle doll from some sketchy fucking website.
It came from...
Korea or something?
No, it came from, like, the Czech Republic.
Even scarier. I don't even
Russia?
know what that is. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Wherever the war was happening. I want to say it was Russia.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's a full-blown war going on right now, and Dinkle is being shipped from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to get you Dinkles.
He's special. He's on my bed.
It probably has cyanide in it.
I mean, it may, but you know what? I'll be dead soon. It's fine.
Because then you can squeeze him and he'll just go. That's enough of that. Maybe not. We'll see. But
yeah,
dude,
he's great.
The Dinkles is legendary.
And they're really slacking.
That's awesome, Dinkles.
Yes.
Dude, what if he was voiced by Nicolas Cage?
Would be insane. I don't even know. I think we looked it up, but I don't remember.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even mention that. I had to leave Croods out of my animated top 5, which like it broke my heart. But like, Croods is a fun movie, but it didn't nearly captivate me as hard as Wild Robot or whatnot.
Yeah.
So like, I had to really do some. I'm like, dude, this like Wild Robot moved me. Anyway, we're back to Trolls. So anyway, we need more justice for Dinkles. He is fantastic, and we are about where were we in the story when we got on our Dinkles tangent?
I mean, it's pretty much. I know I'm missing a whole lot, but
so basically, she anyway, this fucking punk motherfucker Russell Brand sells those fuckers out.
Yeah.
Because okay, so Gristle, he's finally like talking all that shit, and like Little Sparkles, they had a wonderful time, and then he is like looking at the birdcage full of the trolls. He's like, "Yo, well, this can't feed all the Bergens." Right. So he gets that punk bitch that they fake you out the whole movie thinking Russell Brand got eaten. That punk bitch, little troll motherfucker. Sells them out. Sell out your fucking boys, dude. You're gonna sell your fucking troll home. You're gonna sell out Dinkle. He
told them exactly
where they're at.
Dinkle was already in the cage.
Either way, there's more Dinkles in there.
You're right. And
everything looks like Dinkles.
They showed up. They took more of the trolls. They took all of the trolls. They put them in a big old bucket. And then Poppy is sad. She's like, damn. She has the realization that she's like, I did this.
Oh, by the way, all this time Branch refuses to sing. Like, trolls are a singing group, but he refuses to sing because he was singing one day when he was a young lad, and they didn't hear a Bergen coming, and his grandmother sacrificed herself to save him because he was singing. So he has vowed not to sing any longer, and you find out he's in a boy band. Justin Timberlake's. But that's later. That's in a different movie. Anyway, but he's not singing this whole movie, and then they all get captured because Russell Brand's a punk bitch motherfucker.
Correct.
Go fuck yourself, Russell Brand troll. You're pathetic. I forget his name. I hope he dies in the movie. I don't remember what happens to him. I hope he's dead though. Anyway, so it brings Poppy down, and like you see her call it, and that is this part. I've watched it like 5 times now, and it's still like Fuck, she was all full of positivity, and she finally just gives up, and her color just fades from her.
Yeah, when they're like really sad,
they
color
turn
is
gray,
completely...
just like Branch. He's like
he's
shades
of gray, and then she just has the realization. She's like, "Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. I didn't, you guys are all here because of me and whatever."
It's true.
So she loses her color. Yep.
But then
she loses her color.
So this is a beautiful, and like also, wow, Justin Timberlake's playing a troll and he doesn't want to sing. I wonder if he's gonna sing at the end of the movie. But kids don't know that. But either way, this is so beautiful. Singing fucking your girl, forgetting her name, Shania? No.
Isn't it Whitney Houston? Oh Lord, the boy's out there screaming.
The boy screaming. He's like, wrap it up.
Either way,
either way, they start. I know. Phil Collins sung it too.
Mm-hmm.
So there's these, but anyway, which is gorgeous because they see Poppy get sad, so they all lose their color, and now they're all black and gray, and yeah, and then Brant's that powerful motherfucker that he is, that Justin Timberlake with his beautiful somber. It's like butter in the ears, dude, yes. Smooth. Justin Timberlake just starts singing, and in your true colors.
Yes.
And then like he just serenades them, and it brings the color back to them, and they're triumphantly. How did they escape?
She starts singing, and I was saying before. Then Bridget comes.
That's right. Lets them all
go. She's like, girl, I can't let them do that to you. You help me. I gotta help you.
She's like, which no, gang? Gang.
She's like, no, please, I can't do it, Poppy. And then she's like, please, Poppy. And she takes one finger and she pushes her back. And she's like, no, go, please. And then they all go. Bridget gets yelled at. And they learned she has her little moment. And she's like, guys, I realized you don't need to eat a troll to be happy. And then Gristle is like, yeah, boy, you're right.
Yeah, like, I felt happy with you yesterday, brother.
Oh, God.
That's fucking gorgeous.
God, start crying right now.
That is a gorgeous sentiment. Like, damn, that is a gorgeous fucking story.
I had such a great time with you.
Great message.
Happiness. God.
Yeah, like so, like just troll. Like someone can bring you happiness. Yeah. Not necessarily you don't need someone to bring you happiness, but like it's possible, and that's a beautiful message.
God, trolls, they got me good.
And then it all ends in a happy. Well, I forget what happens to Chef, that dumb bitch, but she looks like a monkey.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you rate Trolls?
I would love to give it a 5.
You can do whatever you want.
But on Letterboxd, I've given it a 4.5.
Okay. What do you take the 0.5 out for?
I don't really know. To me, it is a perfect movie. I do really love it.
Then give it a 5.
I don't know.
It's your favorite movie?
Not probably ever, but it's really
high up there. Your favorite movies are objectively bad.
Thank you.
Night the Roxbury's fine. Yo, so okay, you get a 4.5.
Yeah.
I haven't rated it yet, but I'd roughly give it a 4.
Respect.
It's a lovely movie. I gave Wild Robot a 4.5. Mm-hmm. So that would make sense if Trolls is below it on my top 5. So I think objectively giving it a 4 makes sense. We're gonna wrap it up here in a second, but you need to give me 4 movies to put on this wheel.
Okay.
You mentioned, did you want to put a track on it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put a track on it.
I think for funsies, because I haven't seen it in a while, put Blades of Glory.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm down.
Let's see.
Okay.
Where's my list?
One more.
I know, I need 2 more?
Oh, yeah, 2 more, actually, sorry.
Oh, Lord. Where's my list of movies?
I have a wish list, but it's in my notebook, which is in my car.
Oh, here it is.
I just wung it because, like, you mentioned you hadn't seen a couple of these I mentioned earlier, so I'm gonna put it on here.
Okay. Oh, do the Saving Sarah?
I already have it on here.
Oh, okay.
I have it on here. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. So right now I have I Love You Man, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Florida Project, because that's a Nora girl did that. And I Love You Man and Sarah Marshall both have Jason Segel in it. Mm-hmm. Fern Gully, Remember that shit?
Mm-mm.
Legendary. Like Robin Williams plays a bat, and like it's about fairies. It's a old school cartoon movie. It's literally the story of Avatar that they stole from Ferngully.
Mm.
And it's like about a bunch of pixies that are living in a forest, and like all these construction workers are trying to cut down the rainforest. It's called like Return to Ferngully or something like that.
Okay.
And it's like it's a cute story about fucking saving your fucking home. And Robin Williams plays a bat. It's awesome.
So.
It's a cool cartoon. And then we have Shrek and Blades of Glory. So you need two more.
Okay, so let's do Coco.
Okay.
Because
please God, don't be Coco.
I think yesterday, I want to say, was the Day of the Dead.
Oh yeah,
sure. It's such a cute movie. You've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Okay,
no.
It's another sad one, but it's like got so much behind it. A number 4.
What do you got?
It's unfortunate that a lot of my things are animated because I am an animated girly. But put WALL-E. I don't remember ever watching the full thing, and I hear great things about WALL-E. Okay. So,
all right.
They're all getting added to the wheel.
So our wheel currently is WALL-E, Coco, Blades of Glory, Shrek, Ferngully, Florida Project, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and I Love You, Man.
Great.
We gonna spin this bitch.
Oh boy.
And the winner is... No! Fuck! God damn it! I don't want to watch Coco. I don't know. I just don't. I'm sure I'll love it, but
yeah.
Fine. Next week's gonna be Coco. Oh, so many cartoons.
We didn't even talk about Anora.
We
talked about it, but we didn't talk about it like in depth.
Oh yeah, well, like if I said we don't have, like we could have did it for next week, but there's not much to talk about.
I was just gonna say I don't care enough to talk about it.
Yeah,
so
like
we can end it here.
Yeah, like we'll do it. So next week we're gonna do Coco, I guess. Fun for you. I don't know. Is it singy?
Not the whole thing. It's Disney. Obviously, they're going to have some songs up in there.
Whatever. I guess. Whatever. Next week, Coco, unfortunately. Toodaloo.
Toodles.